For millennia, a single river has dictated the rhythm of life in North Africa. This is the story of the Nile, not merely a waterway, but the arterial lifeblood of one of history's most influential cultures. Its story begins far south of the familiar pyramids and temples. The Nile's source lies in the convergence of the White Nile, originating from Lake Victoria, and the Blue Nile, springing from Lake Tana in Ethiopia. These two tributaries meeting in Sudan forged the single mighty river we know as the Nile. The Blue Nile, carrying rich volcanic soil from the Ethiopian highlands, is responsible for the annual flood that was the foundation of ancient Egypt's agricultural prosperity. Unlike many rivers, the Nile flows north. This northward flow, combined with prevailing winds from the north, allowed for efficient navigation, promoting trade and communication throughout the long, narrow valley. But the single most important feature of the Nile was its predictable yearly inundation. From approximately June to September, the river would overflow its banks, depositing a layer of fertile silt across the surrounding land. This annual event was not seen as a disaster, but as a gift. The silt replenished the soil, allowing for bountiful harvests of wheat, barley, and flax. The ancient Egyptians understood this phenomenon intimately. They even developed a sophisticated system of irrigation and water management to control the floodwaters and maximize agricultural output. Central to this management was the development of sophisticated measurement tools. The Nilometer, a structure used to measure the river's water level during the annual flood, allowed priests and administrators to predict the size of the harvest and adjust taxes accordingly. A good flood meant prosperity. A poor flood meant hardship and potential famine. Beyond agriculture, the Nile provided a vital transportation route. Boats, propelled by sails and oars, carried goods, people, and even armies up and down the river. This facilitated trade between different regions of Egypt and connected Egypt to the wider world. The Nile was also a source of raw materials. Reeds growing along its banks were used to make papyrus, the writing material of ancient Egypt. Clay from the riverbed was used to make bricks, the primary building material for homes and temples. And the river teemed with fish, providing a valuable source of protein. The Nile's impact extended far beyond the practical. It was deeply interwoven with Egyptian religion and mythology. The river was personified as the god Hapi, depicted as an androgynous figure with a potbelly representing abundance and fertility. Egyptians built temples and offered sacrifices to Hapi, hoping to ensure the river's continued blessings. The cycle of the flood was seen as a reflection of the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. The receding waters symbolized death, while the new growth that followed represented rebirth. This cyclical view of existence permeated Egyptian beliefs about the afterlife and the importance of preserving the body for eternity. The river's bounty allowed for the development of a complex and highly stratified society. The surplus generated by agriculture supported a class of priests, scribes, artisans, and rulers who did not need to farm. This specialization of labor led to remarkable advancements in architecture, mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. However, reliance on the Nile also made Egypt vulnerable. Changes in rainfall patterns in the river's source regions could lead to droughts or devastating floods, disrupting agricultural production and destabilizing the society. Control of the Nile's flow became a matter of paramount importance, leading to the construction of dams and irrigation systems throughout history. Even today, the Nile remains a vital resource for Egypt and its neighboring countries. The Aswan High Dam, completed in 1970, provides hydroelectric power and regulates the river's flow, but it has also had significant environmental and social consequences. The debate over water rights and resource management continues to this day. The story of the Nile is a testament to the power of nature to influence the course of human civilization. It is a story of adaptation, ingenuity, and the constant struggle to harness the forces of the natural world. The river's role in ancient Egyptian life demonstrates how climate, geography, and innovation can combine to give rise to powerful societies. The flowing waters of the Nile continue to write history, a symbol of life and the ongoing relationship between humanity and the environment that sustains it.